Hey everybody, how are you? It is Thursday. It is 6:30. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for always tuning in. Um and we'll just jump right into it. Today's word of the week is mental health. And we're talking about mental health because it is Mental Health Awareness Month. Yes, it is. All of May. I don't know if y'all paid attention last month. I told you so many things going on in May, and this is one of them. So, as a mental health professional, I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about mental health and how it can affect you and anybody around you. So, I talk a lot about, mental health. We talk about depression, anxiety, all those things, but sometimes we don't talk about how everything is connected. So, if a lot of times if your mental health is not right, something in your body is not right. If you talk to anybody with anxiety, a lot of people will say it hits like around here in the digestive systems, like in the chest, in the digestive system. Depression can be in many different places. It can be feel like pain. So, mental and the body are connected. And then for those who have chronic pain, it can affect your mental health, as in, chronic pain patients sometimes can have a lot of depression because they're fighting off that pain continuously all day, every day. And it's a thing. So, yeah, mind, body, spirit, all of it is connected. And mental health, if you can work on that, you know, sometimes you can sometimes I say sometimes you can make your body feel better, or it just put you in give yourself a better perception about the things that are going on with you and your body. Now, I will say there have been a lot of public suicides. A lot of celebrities lately, couple in the past few months. It's been this year. So I always let people know that is not always what mental health is. Mental health is not always, that's not, you know, I'm trying to find a good way to say it. It's not the end. It can be manageable. It can be worked through. There are many people with mental health diagnoses that are working with it and working through it and working on it every day. So don't think that that is the last resort. Like it can never go away. There are people that live with mental health issues on a daily basis. Um, some get through it with talk therapy, which is what I do. Some get through it with medication if it's needed. Um, but yeah, and I was gonna say not many people get. There are some people that do it alone, but it's best if you have a mental health therapist or someone helping you along the way, because a lot of times you need that. You need those coping skills. You need the things that come with it. And when it comes to your mental health, only you know what you need for your mental health, because what works for one person may not work for the next. I help people with what works for them, and there are other therapists that do the same. Um, I, 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 I can only speak from my perspective. I am a true believer of meeting people where they are and seeing what they need for themselves. So a lot of times people want to ask, well, what do you specialize in, and what do you use, and my answer always is, and some people don't like this answer, but this is my answer. It depends on who's in front of me, because therapy should not be a one all fits all, because not the same thing works for every single person. Even with medication, you can have this medication for anxiety, may not work for this person, might work for this person. This person needs something else. Like it just depends. So, for Mental Health Awareness Month, I just want you to be mindful of how you're feeling, mindful of your mental health. And a lot of people wonder what that is. And it's sometimes you can tell something is off by your thinking patterns. If you are always in a negative loop, if things are going around and around in your head, if you can't sleep, if you always need aids to sleep, and by aids it can be Melatonin. Did y'all know that melatonin was a hormone? I saw that on some TV show, and I was like, it's a hormone. So y'all be careful with that. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Look it up. Don't take my word for it. Look it up. But some people take melatonin, CBD, all NyQuil, all this stuff to sleep. Sometimes that's a sign that something is going on with their mental health, because you shouldn't have to have things to go to sleep. Sometimes it shows up in your eating. If you're not eating at all, if you're eating more than usual, that's another sign. If because there's always patterns, and people don't always recognize or understand the patterns of themselves. So it's good to pay attention to yourself to see what it is that's going on with you at all times, because you are the only and best reporter of you. So like there are other signs, like lack of motivation. If you find that there are things you used to enjoy and you don't enjoy them anymore, sometimes you might need to explore why you don't enjoy it anymore. So and it seems like small, simple things, but that could be something off in your mental health, something that happens, something that is coming back. And that's I've had to deal with that a lot lately. A lot with clients burying. There are people who like to bury stuff. Oh, I just bury it. So you bury this, right? You put this on top of it, then you put that on top of it, and you put that on top of it, and it pushes down. Well, there's only so much space. So guess what? It starts to crawl out. And I always tell people, I will help you dig it up, because it's best if you dig it up yourself than for it to come up when you least expect it. So that's another reason to talk to someone about your mental health. Like there are so many reasons. Sometimes just to check and see where you are with yourself. Like it's a good thing. Literally had a client today, and they were like, I think everybody should talk to somebody just to check in, to make sure, as we always say, you go get a physical. I went, got my physical on Friday. My blood work was good. I don't know if I told y'all, I was this close to being diabetic. But my doctor told me I changed my eating habits. I did what I had to do. And yes, my blood is good. And she was like, keep doing what you're doing and do more of it. So I am. But it's just like going to get a physical, going to get yourself checked out, doing all the things that you do for your body. Sometimes you need to make sure your thinking is in order. Make sure you're doing what is best for you. Make sure that you are, and a lot of people want to hurry up and cut people. I just cut this person. I just cut this. But if it's still you that's upset about stuff, you ain't really cut them off. They just living rent free in your head. They just not around. So you got to work on that too, because you got to, you can cut people off, but have you released them? Those are two different things. So it's a lot of different ways to work on mental health. Mental health is not just anxiety, depression, schizophrenia, trauma. It's all those things and more. And I will say I've had a couple of clients, partners, literally pop in when I'm doing virtual, and they'll say, thank you for helping so and so out. Because if you're doing better, you're going to show better to the person that you're with. You're going to be better with the person that you're with. And I will also say that a lot of times people are in therapy to help with the people that are not around them. And sometimes that is very much the truth. So and it helps you deal with the people around you sometimes. Yeah. And if anytime I can get people to communicate, like I've apparently been doing couples therapy by only seeing one person, and it's just all in how they approach things. And if I can help a couple people with their approach to life and how they speak to people, it can change. I was gonna say it can change the world, but I probably have to see a lot more people, and you know but it's changed their world. So yeah. So I think that's it. I'm getting hot. Even with my fan on. But yeah. So that's it. So thank you very much for watching Word of the Week with Butterfly Flow. And shirt. Today's shirt is domestic therapist. And I always said, man, one of my clients almost had a meltdown this week because I was like, this is our last time, because they were like, oh, I'm gonna see you next week. I'm like, how, Sway? Because they're leaving for some months and then coming back. I was like, I can't see you till you come back. I can't cross state lines. They almost had a full meltdown. I'm a domestic therapist, meaning in this area, North Carolina. But, as a life coach, hit me up, even though I haven't opened my life coach books back up yet, because I've been doing a lot of therapy. So I might open them back up and do some life coaching for some people, because that helps as well. But yeah, domestic therapist here. And thank y'all for watching. I will see y'all next week, Thursday, 6:30. I don't know what word I'm gonna use yet. So just keep watching. Thank y'all. Bye.